What a grand day, ladies and gentlemen. The F-14B upgrade has finally arrived. And it is definitely the biggest headline in today's DCS update, but it is far from the only thing that we got. The Hornet received more DTC functionality, the MiG-29 now has a ground control intercept feature, the Viper got some new features, several maps were expanded, and there are fixes and improvements spread across a huge portion of DCS. So let's take a quick look at the stuff that actually stood out. Let's hop into it. Hey guys, and welcome to today's video. I hate to bring it up again, but as of recording this, only about 8% of you guys watching are actually subscribed. So if you've been enjoying the DCS content, take a second to hit that subscribe button. It's completely free, and it genuinely helps the channel out a ton. Thank you guys so much for watching. On to the video. Starting with the obvious one. The F-14B upgrade is officially here. This takes the standard F-14B and gives it a much more modern cockpit and mission set. We're getting the upgraded HUD, the new PTID display for the Rio, GPS-supported navigation, programmable countermeasures, JDAM capability, and the DCS system. So it's still very much a Tomcat, but it should be easier to use during more complicated strike missions, especially when you're flying with a human Rio. The existing F-14A and B also received a pretty substantial update, including new pilot models, a 3D kneeboard, improved radar and IFF systems, gesture changes, visual effects, and a massive number of new control bindings. I'll probably take a much deeper look at the BU separately, but for today, that's the quick overview. Moving into DCS itself, the loadout menu has been reorganized. Weapons are now grouped by type and then by the number carried on each rack, which should make finding the correct loadout a little less painful. It isn't the flashiest update in the world, but anybody who has spent way too long scrolling through weapon lists will probably appreciate it. There are also several weapon and SAM fixes, including adjustments to the Mark 82, CBU 99, CBU 105, and SA-15. The Hornet continues to get more data transfer cartridge functionality. This update adds new HARM configuration options, allowing you to prepare default AGM-88 settings and organize radar threats into different target classes. The Hornet also receives a GPS waypoint database. Mission makers can now create up to 200 additional GPS waypoints, and the pilot can transfer selected points into the aircraft's normal waypoint slots from inside the cockpit. That should be really useful for larger missions where you need more than the Hornet's normal waypoint limit. There were also several fixes to the radar, situational awareness page, and Link 16 related behavior. The MiG-29 finally receives the first version of ground-controlled Intercept. AI controllers can now guide the pilot towards aerial targets, and the mission information will also appear on the kneeboard. That feels like a really natural addition for the Fulcrum. Instead of simply staring at the radar and hoping you find anything, you can naturally work with the ground control the way the aircraft was intended to be used. The Viper received an RWR handoff functionality, although the audio tones are not quite included yet. Its targeting pod image was also improved while zooming, along several fixes to mark points, radar settings, and air-to-ground symbology. There are also a lot of smaller changes across other modules. The Apache received several very needed multiplayer and TADS fixes. The Chinook got improvements to its fuel page and alignment procedures, along with work-in-progress failures. The F4 received a better multi-crew performance, a full IFF simulation, and additional weapons. The Viggen also received a full IFF functionality, while the JF-17 got a major overhaul to its LD-10 and seed systems. The F-100 received changes to fuel performance, fuel consumption, rockets, and its external model, which is really cool to see. A few maps received some meaningful additions as well. Afghanistan gained new forward operating bases, improvements to several airfields, and more parking spaces for aircraft like the Chinook and the C-130. The Iraq map added Karg Island, several new dams, trains, additional road traffic, and improved nighttime lighting. Kola received Tromsø Airfield along with a long list of fixes for parking spaces, taxiways, and AI routing. These changes may not grab the same attention as a new aircraft, but they can make a major difference when it comes to mission variety. Overall, this is a pretty substantial DCS update. The F-14B Upgrade is definitely the star of the show, but the Hornet's new DTC features, the MiG-29's GCI system, and all the improvements across the other aircraft and maps make this much bigger than just a Tomcat update. Let me know down in the comments what part of the update you're most excited to try, and if you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more DCS news, updates, and content. As always, my call sign is Exodus. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the sky.